In the year 2021, I took my first solo trip to Serbia and it was the most phenomenal 12 days of my life. In today's video, I will be talking about the different itineraries to explore Serbia in summer of 2022. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Just Go with Amreen. Obviously by the title you know the best time to visit Serbia in 2022 is right now. I visited Serbia in autumn, which was the end of October and beginning of November, which was also the beginning of rains. So to avoid that, I can tell you the best time to visit Serbia is from May to probably the first half of October. Later this year, I will be hosting 2 group trips to Serbia. I will be talking about it and giving you more details and dates in my upcoming videos. For now, let's dive into the 3 itineraries that I have prepared to enjoy a splendid week in the country of Serbia in 2022. So on day 1, you just arrive, you get your transfers booked in advance, head to your hotel accommodation, which should ideally be located in the city center of Belgrade. Exchange your currency in the city center of Belgrade and then just take the day to chill, relax. If you feel like doing something exciting, then check out the night scene of Belgrade, which is absolutely amazing, especially during summer. So probably book a pub crawl, and with whom you can book a pub crawl, I will leave the link to the company down below in the description box for you to check it out. So today is the day where you explore the capital of Serbia. On day 2, make sure you take a guided city tour. Depends on what time you slept last night, whether or not you went clubbing. So you could take either a 10 a.m. or a 2 p.m. Half a day guided city tour of Belgrade. Make sure it includes rakia tasting. Rakia is a fruit brandy drink that is native to the Balkan Peninsula. So yeah, it's quite nice, it's fruity, it's quite yum actually. The best part about traveling to Belgrade or Serbia in general during summers is that they have long days. So the sun sets not before 8:30 p.m. So no matter what time you've taken the half-day city tour of Belgrade, you still have a ton of time on your hand to take a self-tour to a place called Zemun, which is on the outskirts of Belgrade. If you guys would like to join me on my group trips that I'm hosting later this year, they will begin from the latter half of September. They may not just be to Serbia, they are going to be to different destinations, including Serbia, of course. So if you want to be a part of these group trips, then fill the link in the description box below so that I get to know who are you, what kind of traveler you are, where would you like to go. Now, back to the video. On day 3, we will have an early start because today we have a full day guided tour to the northern part of Serbia. We begin with our first stop, which is visiting a 16th century monastery located in the Fruška Gora National Park in that area. From there we head to our next stop, which is a little town called Sremski Karlovci. We are headed for a wine tasting here as well. This is a wine region. The northern part of Serbia is well known for its wineries. So we will be doing a teeny tiny wine tasting here. For our next stop, we head to a place called Petrovaradin Fortress. We take a little walk out there. This place is well known for its exit festival, which is held every year during the summer. This year it's being held on July 7 to July 10th, 2022. So if you're there, do not miss it. Hopefully you'll get tickets. Anyway, from here, our last stop is we head to the city of Novi Sad, and we have a guided tour of that city. We have some lunch and then we head back to Belgrade. So day 4 is even longer than day 3. This is probably a 12 to 14 hour day because we head west from Belgrade. Western Serbia is about 3 to 4 hour commute from Belgrade. So you have to leave really early, before 7 a.m. I guess, because you need to get on this train which is called the Sargon 8 train, and it leaves the station at about 11 a.m. and you need to get off at the last stop, which is Mokra Gora. And from there we head to the next stop, to this cute little charming town called Drevengrad, which is located in Mokra Gora. And after that we head to Drina River, which is also called the Emerald River because of the color of the water, obviously. After this we head to a neighboring town called Udite, and we head to a memorial called Kedinjača to honor the heroes who lost their lives in World War II. After we conclude this tour, we head back to Belgrade. Now, if day 5 is your last and final day in Serbia, I would suggest take a chill and go head to the Ada beach and spend your summer afternoon there. Or else, if you still got some energy left, then why not head out east and explore the eastern part of Serbia. This is also going to be an equally long day like day number 4. You head out to a number of fortresses, a monastery, a couple of caves, and a beautiful waterfall as well. So you can take your time. Don't forget to carry your swimwear. Definitely charge your batteries of your camera because you are in for a visual treat today. You can wake up a bit relaxed on day 6 because today all you gotta do is have breakfast, check out of your hotel, and head back to the airport to fly back home. So that was the first itinerary option that I gave you. That is the most common. Most tourists, most travelers visit Serbia for less than a week, and this is the kind of itinerary that they follow. They want to do the most amount of things in the least amount of time, touch all the parts of Serbia, like the entire country practically, and come back. It's a lot to do, and it is a very short time. You only go sightseeing, you barely have any time to relax. You probably need another vacation after this vacation, and you spending a lot of your time during commute. But if that is the kind of traveler you are, then great, go for it. But if you want a little more nature and a little more relaxation while you still explore and experience the essence of Serbia, this next itinerary is for you. So we will begin itinerary number 2 in the same fashion we did with itinerary 1. Day 1 will be the same. We arrive, we chill, we probably go pub crawling or not. In the second day, we do a half-day tour of Belgrade with rakia tasting, and we either chill, go shopping, or we do a self-tour to Zemun. Now, day number 3 is similar to day number 4 from itinerary number 1, where you leave and you head to Western Serbia. The only difference is, on day number 3, you will be actually checking out of your hotel in Belgrade because we will be spending the next couple of nights in the city of Zlatibor. On day number 3, after you finish your guided tour in Western Serbia, you, instead of going back to Belgrade, go to Zlatibor, check into your hotel, and chill for the rest of the evening. Day number 4, we are hiking. It's an easy hike, about 18 kilometers in the Tara National Park with amazing views. And after we finish the hike, we head to this Zauvin Lake. This is where we head down to, and we can chill, we relax, we have a lunch and go for a swim, after which we get back to Zlatibor city. Now, city of Zlatibor does not exactly have a very happening nightlife, but you can still explore the city center of Zlatibor, and you will be back by like 5 p.m. probably, so you can take the cable car, head up to the Tornik Mountains for amazing views of Zlatibor city. Today we start at 10 a.m. again, and it's a very short, quick day. We head to the Stopića Caves. The walk to the Stopića Caves is through the forest, and it's very nice and serene and calming, especially if you go to this place in off season like I did. The next place we go to is an open air museum, is another ethno village. It's called Sirogojno. It depicts and presents how Serbians lived about 100 years ago. It's very authentic and beautiful. By the way, you can also live here if you want, but it's very remote, so you better be driving for that. Well, continuing to our last stop of the day, which is Gostilje. This is a 100-meter tall waterfall which then splits into many other streams, but it is so serene and calming and peaceful. But of course, if you visit this during the summer, imagine there will be a lot more people here. And since we finish our day pretty early today, about 3 p.m. post lunch, it's best that you check out of your hotel in Zlatibor and head back to Belgrade, because tomorrow you leave for home. There you go. That was the second itinerary for 1 week in Serbia in summer of 2022. This is my husband's favorite itinerary. And if you are nature driven or nature loving and you like to relax, take it slow, you like to hike a little bit but nothing too strenuous, you want to party but like one night is enough, but you want to chill also in the evenings, go back to your room, have a quiet dinner, turn in early, wake up early, enjoy the sunrise, this is the itinerary for you. If you want something more active, fun, exciting, adventurous, but also sightseeing, well, this last and final itinerary of Serbia is for you. So, welcome to the third itinerary, which is slightly unique from what everybody does and what we've been doing so far. So, we arrive obviously the day 1, and the first half of day 2 is pretty much the same as itinerary 1 and 2. After your half-day guided tour of Belgrade in the city, why don't you explore Belgrade from a different perspective? Hop on a yacht or a cruise or boat to enjoy Belgrade and a new Belgrade from the Danube. Enjoy the amazing music, the DJ, dancing, the food, and relax. On day 3, you could check out of Belgrade and head all the way to the north, but instead of doing the regular Petrovaradin Fortress, Sremski Karlovci, Fruška Gora Monastery, etc., you could actually go to a whole different area. You would still do wine tastings in this place because the northern part of Serbia, Vojvodina as they call it, is very famous for its wineries and wine tastings. So you would do a wine tasting, then you would head to Lake Balish, which is very famous as well. Then you would head to a city called Subotica, which is appropriately called a city museum. The architecture of this place is absolutely stunning, and you would finally end your day in a Vojvodina special restaurant with a unique atmosphere and cuisine, and it is called Salis. Salis is not the name of a restaurant. Salis is the type of restaurant. Salis are the soul of Vojvodina region. These are restaurants with a unique atmosphere and special Serbian cuisine. As you enjoy this authentic Serbian experience today, you finish and you head to Novi Sad, where you check into your hotel for tonight. How can you come to northern Serbia and not explore Novi Sad? So, this morning on day 4, you check out of your hotel in Novi Sad and take a guided tour of this cute little town, city, whatever you may call it. It's beautiful. Depending on what time you finish your guided tour, you can have lunch or brunch or whatever, but you can then take a car, you can either self-drive or take a bus all the way to Zlatibor, which is the west. If you take a bus, it is going to take a lot longer because it will, you will have to change your bus in Belgrade. So it could take up to 6 to 7 hours to get there, but if you're driving, it will only take you 3.5 hours to get to Zlatibor today itself. After you arrive in Zlatibor, check into your hotel, get comfortable because you are here for the next 2 nights. If you're driving to Zlatibor, then you will reach there a lot sooner than taking a bus, and if you do that, then you can explore the Zlatibor city center. You can take a cable car all the way to the Tornik mountains, or you can ramble on the streets of Zlatibor, have a meal. They are lined up with tons of restaurants, or you can also experience paragliding if you have the time for it. On day 5, you are exploring the western part of Serbia. Your adventure begins with a visit to this monument called Kadinjača. It's a complex dedicated to the fallen warriors in World War II. The next stop would be the shortest river in Europe. It is also called River Year because of its length of 365 meters. Here we follow a beautiful walking trail all the way from the spring up to the waterfall where the river runs into Drina River. Next stop is the Lake Perukac. I'm not sure if I am saying this right or butchering it. I'm sorry if I am. Along its beautiful shimmering emerald colors, you can take a break, enjoy the refreshing waters, and go for a short swim. Make sure you pack some lunch along because after your swim break, you're going to be hungry. And after that, below this lake is where you can start your kayaking tour down the Drina River. Of course, towards the famous Drina house, which is on the river. And this kayaking trip will last for about 2 to 3 hours, leaving you immersed in the true sense of natural Serbian beauty. I think the best way to experience the nature of Western Serbia is to be one with it. For itinerary number 3, I have extended this vacation by a day. Now it's up to you whether you want to skip day 6 and head back to Belgrade and fly back home, or you can add a day like I did and follow the plan on day 6. Today is unfortunately our last day in Serbia, so on day 6 you check out of your hotel in Zlatibor, catch the train at 10 or 11 a.m. which is the Sargonate train, the scenic train ride in Western Serbia, and which ends at a place called Mokra Gora, and then you go exploring a village called Drvengrad, which is the ethno village in Western Serbia. Once you're done with your tour in Western Serbia, so is your time. You take a bus back to Belgrade, or if you're driving, well, it will take you about 2 to 3 hours to get back to Belgrade. For the last evening in Belgrade, you can either just take it slow, relax, go shopping for souvenirs at Nesmihaila Street, or you could go to the Kalamegdan Park and just walk. Or if you haven't been pub crawling the first night when you arrived, you could do it on the last night. So there you go, those were the 3 itineraries, and of course itinerary number 3 is my personal favorite. That's my kind of traveling, to be honest. I love exploring place. Yes, I like the history. I love exploring and experiencing the nightlife, but what I love the most is to do activities like horse riding, kayaking, river rafting. Tell me, what was your favorite from the 3 different itineraries to explore Serbia in the summer of 2022? I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you guys like this vlog, you know what to do. Give me a big fat thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I'll see you guys next week. Until then, take care, stay safe, bye! So in today's YouTube, so ever since have